So I knew those guys. I've known those guys because if anybody has been sticking with this podcast long enough at this point, they heard us talking about the distribution partner that I had for the Jackson Laboratory, which was Charles River. They were our biggest competitor as well. So they did this thing called on-demand vivarium. Theirs was called Cradle. They're very good at what they do, and they're $12 billion market cap. And so I always had a sense that if they decided they really wanted to be in this space, that we might be in trouble. In trouble in the sense that landlords had been giving us these leases and putting their capital into these leases. When it came in a couple of locations where I really wanted a location and Charles River really wanted it too, we didn't get it because there isn't a landlord in the world that won't give it to the larger company with a real credit rating. I had a sense that they were getting really serious about the space and they could win that way, winning the best locations, and that they could have won. And I really wasn't going to be able to compete against that. I could raise all the equity in the world and it wouldn't be enough to compete against a $15 billion market cap. The second thing they could do is ruin pricing. That would have been a very difficult thing to compete against because they really were the 1,000-pound. If they decided to do both those things, that was going to force us to pivot into growing in the other two things we did, which were much less attractive businesses. While it might have been just a fine business to run for many years or forever, and we would have competed and we would have held our own and we would have won our fair share, I was having a ball. I had the best team anybody could have had. We all had fun and we all respected each other. We loved working together. We loved hustling. We loved beating our competitors. And so that's really hard to walk away from. And certainly my investors, we were the highest performing asset. So they were, what the hell are you talking about selling?